We will start with some vehicle preparation. I will go through a sad list of responsibilities, but before that, let's see if we can divide people properly. Wilson, you can take a step right so you're closer to Rabel. And then if Katasak and Raven, you can take like a little step back. So then you can group. Katasak's not back yet?
Not yet.
Okay, then Harvey can be with Raven.
Well, he should be. He's alpha.
Yeah. You can group together. Or just
yeah,
take a
Harvey, you want to
so
join?
You can see who's grouped.
You want to join the group? What do you mean, no?
You don't have to like join each other's group. Just stay a little close together so I remember who's with who. There you go. Okay. There are some fun things with the LAV compared to Arma 3 if you have not set up a vehicle. One of these things is Zeus can't actually set up the vehicles. You don't have like a lot of options when you spawn in a vehicle, so most of the stuff we actually have to do ourselves. Every operation, no matter how much I ask Zeus and pray for Bohemia to fix it, these steps are outlined in our MOS manual. You don't have to follow them to a T. It's more of a guideline on like getting it accomplished, and then depending on who you're with and how Frable does it, it might differ slightly, and I'll let Frable say how it differs when we get to that.
Which part?
The like prepping the vehicle at the start.
Yeah.
For very like basic normal prep, you have the driver and the gunner, and then you have the crew chief. The crew chief supervises and assists, and the driver and the gunner are the main bodies actually prepping the vehicle. For mission step off, the first thing you do is the crew chief makes sure that the vehicle is actually the correct one, because there are several different types of LAV. And if we don't get the RHS LAV, we are fucked. There are several differences. For example, the RHS LAV has night vision for the gunner. It has twice the ammunition capacity. It actually has smoke launchers. It can be repaired. All the modules can be properly repaired. And there's little things that are tweaked with the health. Very important. If you ever need to identify an LAV, there are 3 rules of thumb that are pretty easy to remember. One is that RHS LAVs only come in tan and olive if they spawn a 3-tone. Let me see if I can put an example down real quick. If they spawn a 3-tone woodland like that one, it is wrong. There is no RHS LAV that has 3-tone camo. There's only the olive, green, and tan. Other ways you can identify them pretty easily is if you jump into the gunner seat. Normal LAVs have 150 high explosive, 60 armor piercing.
That's pretty damn close to what it is.
Yeah.
We have double the ammo capacity in the RHS one.
Yeah. So if you have a little over 100 AP, it's also correct. And probably the most basic and easiest way to tell too is go in the gunner seat and see if you can turn night vision on. Same key as normal. If you get green night vision, it's an RHS LAV. If you don't get night vision, it's not. There's also stuff like the stabilizer. You'll see like an option to turn on and off stabilizers in the bottom left corner of your screen when you're in the gunner seat as well. That's also a pretty easy way to tell. In general, it's all crew chief's responsibility, or platoon HQ will do it, so you don't have to worry too much. That's kind of the first step, making sure that, the LAV is correct. On top of that, the crew chief will also coordinate with corpsmen or like any other elements if we need to load extra stuff in. Like, C4, extra AT launchers, mortar rounds, so on and so forth. The second step is pretty much the crew chief informing the driver and gunner what needs to get done and where the facilities are. So if you need to drive the LAV to like the other side of the fob to rearm it or whatever, the crew chief will tell you that stuff. That's all pretty much the entirety of the second step. Third step. Now we get to the fun part. The driver will remove any unnecessary stuff from the inventory, trash, so on and so forth. And the gunner will rearm the 25mm Bushmaster if it needs to be rearmed, and then they'll replace the 240 boxes for the coaxial with AP rounds. I'll showcase how you do that when we get over there. For now, just keep that in mind. The gunner replaces all the boxes in the vehicle. The fourth step is just refueling. The driver will refuel the tank on the vehicle, and the gunner will take 2 gas cans, fill them up, and then stow them in the vehicle. And the fifth step is pretty much like awaiting orders and crew chief reporting, ready to step off. So in reality, it's really 3 steps for the gunner and driver. Not much else. Is there any questions? No questions. Cool. Is there any corrections on how we do stuff that differs, Scrabble, you want to point out now?
No, you're pretty much hit the nail on the head.
Yes.
I mean, that's our standard process as right now. That might change in the future as RHS changes the LEDs, etc.
Now, this is not like 100% set in stone. Like, a lot of these steps, like if, I'm not going to post the entire manual, I'll make you look at it, but a lot of these steps pretty much end with assist other positions that needed. Like if you finish, say, in step 3, if the driver like removes all the trash from the inventory and the gunner is still, loading 240 belts, because that can take a while, of course, like go help the gunner load 240 belts. Same thing, like if the vehicle is already refueled, because Zeus can't, like it's one of the only things Zeus can do is refuel the vehicle. If the vehicle's already 100% fuel, you can go help the driver or the gunner with the jerry cans, of course. And of course, if you deviate from this a little bit, it doesn't matter too much. The only thing that really matters is when you step off, there's 2 full jerry cans in the back. The main gun is fully loaded. The coaxial has been swapped to AP, and the tank is full. Any questions? No. All right. We'll walk over here to the first vehicle. We'll do a little demo. Let's go, Harvey and Katasak, if you're there. Okay. That's fun. All of us mostly remember the LAV from last time and all the interaction points. It's kind of simple.
This is a boomerang, right?
No.
Okay.
It's LAV. I mean, boomerangs are bigger and more angled. First of all, check the vehicle. This is the correct vehicle. It's tan. The only tan vehicle is RHS. Makes it pretty easy. Second step, of course, we have all our refuel and rearm facilities. They're right here next to us. No need to report that. Step 3. As the driver, I can, go over to the inventory, open it, and just like, if we don't need anything like, I don't know, illumination rounds, you can throw them out. Honestly, like if you go over to the vehicle and look in the default inventory, it's actually, a lot of the stuff is useful in it. It's not like cursed in Arma 3 where you get a bunch of like 6.5 max. It's like the Stanax we don't really use, but honestly, if you use the Stanac, I don't think anyone will care, like in the field. Like there's 10 bandages, 10 tourniquets, some morphines, 240. Like the illumination rounds are a bit weird. Everything else is fine. Not really any trash you need to remove outright. Then gunner has to load the AP belts. You need an arsenal for that. There's an arsenal right here. The ideal, there's 2 ways really. ideally, if you stand right between the arsenal and the vehicle, you can open your inventory with tab, and if you see both the arsenal and the vehicle, you can use the middle mouse button to open the vehicle, and then you can double click on the arsenal to open the arsenal, and then you can kind of just drag the boxes into the vehicle. The other way is like grab an empty backpack and do your best to just transport the ammunition boxes. That takes a while because even with the biggest backpack, you can only carry, I think it's like 2 boxes. There are 2 types of AP rounds in the box. One is pure AP. The other is mixed tracer. I prefer tracer because you can see where you're shooting and it's easier to correct, but there might come an option where we don't want to run tracer just for the extra stealth. You can just kind of drag them into the vehicle. We want to load 10 boxes of AP. I'm just shoving them in there now. Part of the trash removal for the vehicle, though, is you want to remove the normal boxes of 762 because otherwise it's going to interfere with the way the gun loads because you can't really select it. So you just throw those on the ground. Now we have the vehicle set up with 10 boxes in it and no ball. Next thing you want to do is you want to load AP into the gun because right now it has a magazine of ball and we don't want to fuck with that later, which necessitates you to get actually in the gunner seat. Oh, people can hear me while I'm in the gunner seat.
We can.
Yeah, when you're in the gunner seat, you just swap to the coax on like weapon number 3, and then you just hit reload, and then you just sit around for like 5 seconds. You'll hear some fancy reload noises, a little bit of moving around the vehicle, shoving shit around.
Yeah, key quirk though is that the turret is completely down when you're reloading the 240. Yes. You can interrupt by switching to your main cannon if something were to happen, and it has happened before, but you completely interrupt the reload and have to go through the whole process again. Now
that we have loaded AP into the gun, we want to drop the ball box that we just got. There you go. That is inventory and rearm. Then we get to refueling. Refueling, you can use the arsenal, or if you go on the other side of the vehicle over here.
Refueling is very important.
Yeah, with these bigger boxes or refueling stations here, there's a little arsenal box on the right. You can open that, get a gas jerry can out of it. I would like to move. Can I get through here for a sec? When you have the jerry can, you drop it on the floor. I went over this very briefly last time. When it's on the floor, if you walk over to it, you'll see pick up, fill, fuel canister, and drain. Of course, you want to fill it. It takes a little bit. I think it's about like 7 or 8% it loads. Yeah, when the jerry can is full, you pick it up. You can only walk with it. If you try to run, you drop it on the floor. And you just walk over to the vehicle and you can just shove it in there.
Oh, sorry about that. Lastly, took the washer outside. The neighbor wouldn't help load it into his truck.
You gotta make sure you actually fill the fuel tank of the LAV too.
And lastly, the fuel tank is right here in at the top between the two rear doors. When Sue spawns it, it's always at 75%. So you just want to top it up.
Thank you.
There you go. And let me just check one more time. And this right here now, if you want to look at it or like check the inventory, that's what an LAV should be now that it's fully stocked. Any questions? No questions? Is my mic muted?
No.
No.
All right.
No questions.
Here for a second. Okay. Walk up here to the front with me. Katasak, you weren't here when we set up the buddy teams, so if you want to come over here, stand next to me, Katasak, for a second. And then just move into your little groups real quick. And then,
Come here, Walmack.
yeah. And then Frable and Katasak, you guys can swap positions. Alright. Harvey, you can stay in front of this LAV here. And then at like down the line, just stay in front of the LAV. And your buddy teams, these last 3 here. You can stay in front of this one with Raven. Just pick an LAV and just stand in front of it and be a little buddy team. Cool. Bravely, you can go over and supervise Katasak's team since you weren't here for the explanation portion. There you go.
Yep. I'll go explain something.
Yeah.
Not.
Simple. Now, all I want you guys to do is prep the LAV. I will check in about like 3 minutes. If you have any questions, ask me or afraid.
You want to get the fuel and shit?
They're up.
I don't
I know
particular care if you do it in the correct
What are we doing?
order. All I care
load
about
her-
is
load
that
her
the
up.
end state
It's
of
gonna
the
be your
LAV
Vic.
is that it has the AP, it's armed, and it's ready and nice.
Well, I know you know how to load it, so you want to take out all the junk first before you start loading.
I did forget to mention on the left-hand side of the LAV, there is the hatch for the ammunition. You can check that too to make sure that the gun is actually full.
You can. I
30
typically
or
I don't have my
25.
crews unloaded at all. I add one jerry can. Yeah. At most, we'll take all the 240 boxes out because we're going to replace those with better 240 boxes.
I was gonna say I do want AP boxes in that ball specifically when we get to that.
Yeah. So that's pretty much the max that my crews will swap out for. We'll leave the 249 boxes.
Show me
We'll
how
get rid of the ball.
Get ready to replace
10.
the all the AP.
10 minimum. If we expect it really hot, we just kind of just go hog wild. But the big thing is we make sure we load our vehicles first before we let anyone else put stuff in our truck. Yeah. It's the right up top. Yeah.
How many boxes of 249 did you want?
10.
10?
I don't
10
mind if you
240
put more
boxes.
boxes in, but 10 is more than you'll ever need. It's like 20,000 rounds of ammo.
Caddy, you don't have to refuel from the jerry can. You could just fuel directly from the port without the jerry can. Okay.
I think it's
keep a
supposed to
full
be
jerry can
2,000,
in the
but it
vehicle
says,
anyway.
I think 2,000 or 20,000. What is it?
To be fair, they're not as fuel hungry as the boomerangs, so I haven't had to use the jerry can in the field yet. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we really are gonna need these jerrys.
I think we
It's
got
not
rid
as
of them.
bad.
Do you guys remember to...
Just put it in your hand and then you can just drag it over.
you guys
when
remember
you
to
don't see it.
swap load to gun with the AP?
How do you know the difference between whether or not it's...
Well, I checked the gun, said that it doesn't need to reload.
No, you need to reload it. Because right now it has the box of ball loaded. You need to reload it so it has
Yeah,
AP
we
in
take
it.
those ones out and we replace
okay.
them with
If I can get
so-
on the vehicle.
AP tracer.
It's easier to jump from the back of the
We'll
vehicle.
take 10 of those.
Jumping from the back is guaranteed every time.
I was in the ocean.
Fueling with the gas can.
That happens when you get in sometimes. It's weird. We don't know exactly why it does it.
You have to swap to coaxial or 3 if you haven't. Yeah, it takes 200 round 240 boxes. It doesn't use 100 round 50 cal. Yeah. 2, and you just reload it out. When you've prepared your vehicle and you think it's ready, just stay in front of your LAV so I can see it.
Did I mention how much I fucking hate vehicles and how much I don't want to have to deal with them in game?
Oh, rip.
Swear to God.
Yeah.
Doing that on purpose.
It's a good thing you're all scouts then, and you joined LAR where we handle vehicles ever so often.
Yeah, in is not.
Yeah, when you're excusing your love for it.
Yeah, I didn't know the middle mouse button Arsenal box trick.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was new.
Gone.
Yeah. He opened
Good
up the
time,
big
I
Arsenal by
didn't
accident.
You can middle mouse button as many
What'd you say?
inventories as you want.
I didn't do anything. What are you talking?
You didn't do anything? I was having a seizure. It's not your fault.
Yeah.
Why
One jerry can. I prefer two, but as long as you have one, that's fine.
I completely
And
forgot what
AP with tracer.
Okay.
Sure, it's fine.
And the gas tank, I assume, is also full. Yep. And 225 is also full.
One thing that
Very nice.
everyone needs to remember is, unlike Arma 3, the barrels on the
Do you have
turrets
any
and everything are
questions now that
physical
you've
objects.
completed it once?
This is not my
No.
first time.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's not your first time fucking with a vehicle, but I'll tell you it's the first time we've done this procedure because I don't think I've ever taught it before.
It's my first time, but I have no questions.
Oh my god. Alright, so one thing you gotta notice. I'm gonna get in Commander here while Caddy's like.
You
Commander has
can
no functionality, right?
take a minute or two, or you can go
Are you right click?
supervise or like look at the other vehicle if you want. If you're done.
Respawn or go back to the main menu.
You can respawn if you want to fix the
Thanks. Okay,
HUD.
alright, thank
You
you.
just have to respawn.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, so one of the big things with the gun here is, you know, you only have 3 and 7 times magnification. It's a pain in the ass. And they're fixed. So you have stabilization. All the turrets have stabilization. It's a spacebar toggle. But you kind of want to toggle it on and off
You guys
depending on
doing?
what you're doing with the vehicle, because it gets a little jank when you're driving around and you have the stabilizer on.
Yeah.
But it also could be worse when
If you're
it's off.
if you're
too.
done, you can stand in front of the vehicle.
Like if you're just traveling, you want stabilizer off so the turret stays oriented wherever you had it pointed.
Yep.
Just so like, if
Vehicle's
you want
nice
it
and
just
done.
front line, whatever, you just
questions
leave
now
the
you walk
stabilizer
through
off,
ones?
and then it keeps the turret locked until you move it.
Yeah. In your inventory, in your inventory, right below like your binoculars and like watch, there's like an extra slot. Sometimes dragging the jerry can into that slot helps. But that's like your carry. Yeah, that's like your carrying slot. Sometimes the jerry can also just hates you and won't work for a little bit.
Hey, can you give me your
Carrying
food, please?
one.
And thank you.
Yeah, I will in a second.
Okay, so what are we doing now, Frable?
You're all loaded.
If you drag it
Yeah,
directly
so we're
into
just
the
waiting now.
switch.
So what do we like? All right. So
I was kinda-
just walk me through this again. Make sure I'm getting
Yep.
this. So to reload the main cannon, you have to have. I know you have to have the helicopter rearm thing.
Yep.
It's just scroll wheel operator, right?
Yeah, you can just hold F.
Resupply.
So you're doing the grab.
Yes.
At the
Same time
bottom,
with fuel
I'm
pointing back.
getting a notification. It says every time I scroll, it says ammunition not in storage.
You two can walk with me
Interesting.
over to Frank.
Oh, that's because this isn't the helipad one.
You have it. Okay.
All right, thank you.
You guys can wait
Plus
here
it's
for a
full.
second
The ammo
while the last team
automatically
gets
spawns
ready.
full.
So that's the main, and then for the coax, all we gotta do is just put the boxes in there.
Yep.
From the arsenal. Put
Yeah.
a jerry can or two. Take out all the old shit that we don't need.
We're done. You just ask me any questions.
Yep.
You, I assume you reloaded the coax too?
Yeah, he did.
And the loading gate here on the side is full. And the gas tank is not refueled. It's at 82.9%.
Yeah, we were messing with the jerry can, see how much fuel the jerry can gave us.
That's fine.
These aren't as gas guzzling as the boomerangs, so
this refuels a lot faster than the station.
we might be able to just nix having a jerry can on us unless we just carry it for another vehicle.
No, carry one. Always have one.
I'll explain the necessity of jerry can.
Yeah.
when we get
Well,
to
yeah,
that.
if your fuel tank gets
yeah.
popped.
Yeah.
If you guys are done, you can line up with the others here to the south.
Yeah. If you
There
have the
was a
unfortunate
question. There was a point about jerry cans and fuel economy that I can touch on real quick. So, jerry cans are important because if the fuel tank gets hit, and like Armor 3, your vehicle dumps all the fuel, then you're fucked. If you have a jerry can, you can at least repair the fuel tank and then refuel a little bit and then get the vehicle mobile again. Also, fuel economy is a thing you can change in the Zeus editor, and Zeus changes that per operation, but from what I've heard, they don't have a standard. So on 1x fuel consumption, I think, I'd have to check what the default is. I know on the default fuel consumption, the LAV can drive, I think it's 60 kilometers. They usually double it, so you can drive like 120, but 60 kilometers is actually something we could feasibly run into. Because if you have a standard fuel can, you drive like, 10, 20 kilometers, and then you idle for an hour, you might actually run out of fuel. Because I think it's 1% every 2.5 minutes of idling. I can check it real quick. I have it written down. There it is. Yeah. Yeah. It's 5% every 2.5 minutes you drive, and it's 1% every 3.5 minutes when idling at a standard fuel consumption rate, which is actually 8 times realistic. It's kind of weird that the game's default is 8 times more fuel hungry than in real life, but
so realistically, in a 2-hour op, you could idle. That's 40% fuel burn.
yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah. Yes?
You know on Arma 3 how we had Q speed, W speed, and all that?
Yeah.
Do we have anything equivalent to that here?
Yeah, this is why we carry a jerry can.
I don't think... probably you'd have to remind me. Is there a cruise control? I think there is, right?
If there is, I haven't figured out how to use it.
I think there's cruise control, but I'm not actually certain.
I'll consult Cubans.
Yeah. I mean, at most we have is like just regular flooring it and then boosting. Like if you double tap shift or like you hold shift, just like Arma 3, you boost the max speed. But honestly, like the LAV kind of caps out at 50 kilometers an hour. It takes... So the acceleration on the LAV is 0 to 50 in 20 seconds, and then 0 to 100 is 1 minute and 10 of like driving straight down. Like to make that to like picture 1 minute and 10 seconds to get to 100. If you drive from the north end of the runway to the south end of the runway, you're not going to hit 100 kilometers an hour. You have to go through the fence and up onto the road before you hit 100. That's how far you have to drive in a straight line just to get to 100. So that's not realistically happening. At least that helps a little bit with the fuel economy. Cool. That kind of concludes our vehicle prep. For vehicle maintenance, there is a step guide, but honestly, it's the same thing. Like you return to base, you jump out, you repair the vehicle, you rearm the vehicle, you refuel the vehicle, and then you announce that the vehicle's prepped and ready to go. Like, and of course, depending on like who's alive, who's dead, what's happened with the vehicle, how fucked up it is it just a rearm or like is everything fucked on it? That will drastically change. Is everyone going to be sitting and trying to repair the engine for a minute because it took so much damage, or are you going to have all mans on deck trying to rearm? Because rearming the gun actually does take a little bit. I think it loads 5 rounds every 2 seconds. So loading about 500 rounds is, like easily a minute of load time of just holding F. So, yeah. That covers vehicle prep and maintenance. Any questions? No. Cool. We'll walk this way. We'll get to the tower over there for a minute. Here we have a nice little firing line. We're not going to cover in depth how to use all the gunnery stuff. I just want you guys to get a little bit of feel for the bullet drop, velocity, how the gun handles. Short and sweet, just shooting a couple of targets so you guys actually like are a little bit prepared when we get to the gun, if you ever have to gun in an operation. A few quirks of the gun and some interesting tidbits. The gun is stabilized on the RHS version. You have to turn the stabilizer on space, I believe, if you tap it. You can also accidentally turn it off pretty easily if you tap space on accident. So, yeah, don't do that. If the stabilizer's off, you'll figure it out pretty quickly.
Yeah, the big thing is with your stabilizer is the way it's coded in Reforger, and I don't think it's actually in vanilla Reforger code, is when you're driving and you have the stabilizer on, it's going to be jittery, even though it's going to be really weird. So you don't always want to keep your stabilizer on, especially if you're just traveling. You just want to keep that turret oriented with the same location on the hull, so you keep your stabilizer off.
You'll figure out the intricacies in that if you get more gunner experience throughout your career. Like I mentioned earlier, you get 120 rounds of armor piercing and 300 rounds of high explosive. Those 120 rounds of armor piercing are mostly meant for stuff like BTRs, BRDMs. I guess you can use them on the Boomerang and the T-14, but it's going to have a very limited effect. And the high explosive is, of course, like any like soft skin vehicle, infantry target, so on and so forth. And of course, coaxial. With the LAV's limited amount of ammo, like 300 rounds, you can rip through pretty quickly. You want to try and use the coaxial as much as possible, but if there's high threat targets or you need to saturate an area or gain fire superiority, you just let the high explosive rounds rip until you establish fire superiority, and then you can, of course, swap to coax. Kind of like when we initiate engagement and you let loose, you gain fire superiority, you shoot fast, maybe even full auto. And then as we gain fire superiority, we're going to go down to 1 round every 5 seconds or 1 round every 10 seconds. Kind of think of that like the initial burst of high explosive, and then when the fighting lets down, just a couple of rounds suppressed with the coax. Honestly, with how much coax we have, don't be afraid of just spraying in a general direction for like a minute straight. You're not going to run out of coax ammo. And if you are, I don't know, man, you can get like a promotion point or something. I can't foreseeably see anyone running out of 10 boxes. Now for...
Bet.
Yeah. Bet. Now for... Yeah, now for effective range, high explosive has an effective range of 2 clicks. It's 2.2 clicks, but 2000 is more realistically what before dispersion is going to fuck you over. And AP DS, it's not armor piercing, fin stabilized, or anything fancy. It's the old school fucking 80s AP DS rounds, has 3,400. Now, the scope and the optic system is old, decrepit, and kind of shit. You don't get a laser rangefinder, you don't get a fancy optic, you get some nice stadia lines, and there's a 2-page explanation in the Marine Corps manual on how to use it, and I don't understand how to use it. So I would say aim with vibes. That's the best I can get. And honestly, it's an autocannon, and the trajectory is very flat, especially with the AP. Considering the AP has about 30% more range, it's also 30% flatter shooting because it's a faster round. So don't worry too much about it. Like if you whiff like 4 or 5 HE rounds trying to like aim it on target, that's fine. And honestly, especially with our deployment, with the ranges we're going to engage, I don't think you're going to shoot more than a click away. And at that point, you pretty much just aimed at center. Part of this is also getting that feel for ranging and how far out you can shoot stuff before you miss and you need to deflect. Now, some of you guys who play fucking realistic armor games may know of the term parallax. It's essentially the difference between the barrel and the optics unit. Arma 3, a lot of the vehicles had parallax, meaning that if you didn't range the gun properly, your rounds were going to go off because the center of your aim wouldn't be correct. Now, the LAVs don't have that, so don't worry about it. Pretty much wherever you aim, you're going to shoot, but your optic is a little bit right and then up, so your gun is going to be a little bit down to your left when you're shooting, which means that at very, very close ranges, you will experience the parallax, meaning that if you're aiming at something, let's say 50 meters away, especially with the coax, when you're aiming at close targets, you have to pretty much aim, like put them dead center, and then left and down is where your gun is actually going to be. So you're going to have to correct for that. We can do a little experiment with that when we get into the gunner. But again, for long range, not an issue. The Stadia Alliance have a system for the coaxial as well, but that's another 3-page explanation on how to range with those, and it's like quartering and using different terrain, and I don't understand it either, so just use vibes. You have like 2,000, 20,000 rounds, whatever. It's gonna be fine. Coax's main rate, effective range is 800 meters for point targets, but you can saturate an area out to 1,800. Again, close range, it's going to be fine. It does take 10 seconds to reload the coaxial if you need it, and when it reloads, the barrel centers and it looks up, and then you can't use the main gun. And that's in that 10-minute window, you're kind of exposed and vulnerable. So try, like if you run out of coax in an engagement and you still need to lay down fire, just swap to the 25 and just use HE until you get a safe moment where you can do a proper reload, or coordinate with the driver to get into a safe position. Essentially, don't reload the coax if you're in the middle of an engagement. Just swap to 25 or whatever else. Cool. Smoke launchers. The gunner has access to the smoke launchers. The smoke launchers shoot very fast. They have like 800 rounds per minute. So if you need to deploy smoke, don't hold the trigger. Do a light tap to shoot like 1 or 2 rounds off. Because if you hold it for like even half a second, you're going to use all 8 smoke rounds. The smoke launchers are mounted to the front of the turret on the left and the right side, and they alternate. So the direction the turret is looking is the direction that the smoke will be dispersed. So if you have contact front and you're looking to the right and you pop smoke, that's not going to do anything. It's important that if you need to pop smoke to break contact, that the turret is facing the contact. Questions? No. Cool. Is Frable back?
No.
Cool. We have 4 vehicles set up. We are 6. Who needs experience? So you guys will have to swap so other people can try. Harvey, you can take the left LAV and get in the gunner seat. Frank, you take the second on the left. Wilson, you can take the right close to me here, and then Catasek, you can take the far right. And then
Turn right 90 degrees and open fire. Got it.
Well, you're fine. You're foreman. You can shoot if you want. But... remember giving permission to fire.
I didn't want to.
Oh, you got in
Did
and
you-
it locked in.
did you-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ND the fucking 25?
Yep.
I didn't have a choice.
I mean, to be fair, I've done it too.
I was off my fucking mouse.
Yep, that's what happens.
Yeah.
Every time. One thing to remember, your coax is offset from your main gun, too, so when you engage with your coax, you're never going to be on point.
Let's see if I can get you a station actually given this. You're in the middle. There you go. There's one in the middle for you.
Vehicle.
So what happens if you have your rifle out?
Good banks.
Everyone here?
He can't open his map.
You can't open his mouth. That's funny.
Yep,
Hey, do
I
you
am
want me
not
to
gonna.
load anything into this or no?
No, just get in the gunner seat.
What else? Do you have any other fire keybinds other than a mouse? Like
We
vehicle?
disconnected.
Negative. No.
How do you
No.
turn out again?
I mean, for
Yeah,
the
be cool.
gunner.
Hold Z.
Wait, what did you ask,
Hold
Frank?
Z.
I
Hold
was
Z to
asking
turn out.
Wilson
Thank
if
you.
he had any other keybinds for his weapon controls.
Oh, okay.
User
Yeah.
in your channel timed out.
I don't think so, and it
Uh.
wouldn't. Nothing's being held down either way, so it shouldn't be firing like that.
Wilson, you can take the vehicle behind you until he reconnects. You can get in the gunner seat of this one until he comes back, so you can get some experience too. Okay. Controls are pretty sim. Everyone hear me good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Harvey, you hear me over there?
I don't.
Yeah.
All right. The controls are pretty simple. 1, 2, 3, 4. Swapping around your weapons and so on.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have your smoke. I think your smokes are on 4 or something. You'll figure it out. If you hold control and then you use the scroll wheel, you can zoom in. I think it's 3.5 and 7 times zoom.
Flat 3 to 7.
Yeah. Fat 3 to 7. Yeah.
One quirk, if you are
Yeah.
to try to use the NVGs in the optic, if you have NVGs on your helmet, it will use your NVGs in your helmet, not the optic of the vehicle. Which kills your field of view.
Also remember giving permission to fire.
Oh man, that's way too close. 240s are offset to the right, so when you
Yeah, there
engage
was
to the right with the 240,
I'm here.
it
I
throws
just
your aim
my
way off.
gun, my
About a
fucking
third of the
game's
reticles
glitched
to
or
the
whatever,
right.
so I can't get into the gun
Oh,
without
okay.
firing like 5 million rounds.
What's Google saying? Anything, Wilson?
Yeah.
What does Google AI say?
Ask ChatGPT.
First task where I would like you to try and get a feel for shooting close range targets with the coax. Please shoot the infantry target in front of the vehicle with the coax.
Yup, it's all ranges. It doesn't converge in.
One thing to note, your 240 is offset to the right. It will always be offset to the right no matter what range you engage, so you have to walk it in.
Ceasefire, ceasefire. Alright. Engage the infantry targets. Again, the longer distance, get a feel for how the gun now. It should be closer towards your center, but it should still be off a little bit.
It never fully converges into.
It's better when you're.
Yeah, because it's.
If you zoom, it changes.
Ceasefire, ceasefire, ceasefire.
Hopefully, I don't have to.
It's not bad to use. It just
No, I
takes a
meant like
second.
if I don't, I'd have to.
If you have to be in there, we're fucked.
Do you think you can fix your issue, Wilson? Or is it just
We've
like
been
the
dealing with
vehicle?
it, Banks. We've been trying to figure it out for a while. It's
Yeah,
gotta be
it
the same
happened-
bug that relates to when he opened his map. He
Yeah.
can't
Yeah,
open his
I
map early
tested
in
it
D.
already.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's
I
kind of
can't-
similar to what like Alanis' issue then.
Have you
Yeah.
tried resetting
happens
controls
random days.
default and then redoing any keybinds needed?
Have you tried resetting your router?
I don't think this is a router issue.
I didn't hear an answer to mine, unless you're trying it right now.
That's what I'm trying right now.
Okay.
Tried unplugging it and plugging it back in?
Now, if you would please engage the Ural target with your 25 using high explosive. Very nice.
They're fucking dead.
There's actually fucking targets for it. It's kind of fun.
Ooh, range. Hey, does this rangefinder actually work?
No.
No, back.
Alright, engage once more.
No, there's not a fuck ton of drops. There's not a fuck ton of drop on the 25. It's
Very
better
nice.
with the
And now,
AP.
of course, the last target all the way at the end, engage with AP.
Engage it with what?
Armor piercing.
APDS 1, so hit 1.
Yeah. See if you can land some hits on it. Feel free to fire on the floor target.
Get fucked, nerd.
Who is shooting the wrong target over there?
I blame Frable.
Don't blame me. I'm not in the gunner seat.
I blame Frable's crew.
And again. All targets down, ceasefire, exit the vehicle, and now you get the opportunity to rearm it.
Make sure they can, because I wasn't able to rearm the one that he was doing. Said vehicle support vehicle has been captured or something.
I might have fixed one bug, but I am stuck in a tent currently.
I don't know why it says support vehicle has been captured. We'll ignore that.
Huh.
Since the vehicle can't be rearmed, we'll do one final thing. If you want to enter your gunner seat again.
If I could stop fucking jumping and running. I don't know if y'all saw that, but it wouldn't stop.
Help, I'm stuck in a tent.
Yeah,
One
getting in the
moment, I'll
vehicle
get to
from
you.
the top is a pain in the ass sometimes.
It's easy, just hold left alt, bro.
Finally, swap to smoke and see if you can fire off one smoke round. It's very light tab.
You have to remember though.
You have to remember when you fire the smoke launchers, they launch from left to right on the orientation of the launchers. They are physical, they don't pop straight out.
Gotcha. First and the right one.
And for those of you who have some smoke rounds left, feel free to let them rip.
Typically, when you employ the smoke launchers, half of them are supposed to be deployed at any given time.
Is there any more? Do you guys still have ammunition left?
AP and...
Oh, I've got a lot of
yeah.
yeah, I got
He's got a
55
lot of
AP
rounds
and
left.
283 HE. A lot of coax.
Is this where we bring War Thunder to Arma?
Okay,
Yes.
I'm not. I fixed the bug.
Yay!
And get
What'd
in the
you do?
vehicle then.
I just reloaded my kit.
He turned it off and turned it back on.
I told you.
Let's put down some infantry and I guess something like a actual hard target. See how much ammo.
Wilson, do you want to? I was gonna
Throw
say
some Typhoons
Wilson.
down.
Yeah, I was gonna say Wilson, pop your smoke on 3. Just let it rip so you can get a feel for it.
Will not be unless they need to, so you don't have to worry about it obscuring your vision. But if we're getting the rockets fired at us, we're going to deploy smoke, whether you're in the way or not.
No, Frable, you're not allowed.
Nope, vehicle survival, it's paramount.
Hey, look at all those.
Oh no, there's targets on the range. Better destroy them all.
One thing to notice though, you might not get full catastrophic kills. You go for mission kills as well. You can't afford to dump all your ammo on one target.
That's why I was trying to say, you get the mission kill skill if you don't go for that.
Ceasefire, ceasefire, ceasefire.
Yeah, we don't have enough ammo to go for catastrophic, we go for mission kills.
Now, you'll notice that all the targets on the field are dead, except the boomerangs, because the boomerangs are actually undamaged. You can't hit them from the front with AP, you have to shoot them from the side. You're not going to do shit on the front except maybe take out the wheel.
Fucking dickheads.
Please remember that.
I was
Dismount.
slapping it with HE. I ran out of AP, so I was like, fuck it, next best thing.
That's why we don't go for catastrophics, we try to get module kills.
Line up over here in front of me and we'll discuss next portion. Frable, is there anything else in Gunner you would like to cover before we go to the exercises?
Nope, other than conserve your ammo. Well, if you're ever in my gunner seat and I see you firing that many rounds at 25, we have a problem. Because we are going to run out really quick.
I hope you had fun on the gun, letting loose and getting a feel for it. Like, again, the 25, especially AP, very flat shooting, not much of an issue. You don't have to worry too much about it. Coax, a little off. But honestly, like, you can walk it on target. And this is why when we load AP, I like loading Tracer. Because it just makes it so much easier to walk the rounds on target. Because if you don't load the AP with Tracer, you're going to have to just stare at where the dust pops, like dust blooms, and then use that to guide. And in a forest or like any urban area where you need those rounds to count at a split-second notice, you don't really have time to guess where your AP rounds or coax rounds are going. Cool. Yeah. Very final thing for the vehicle stuff is when you are done at the operation or whatever, if you're in a vehicle, the gunner, note down how much round or how much ammunition you have left in the vehicle, submit that to your crew chief, and driver, check how much fuel there's left in your vehicle and give that to crew chief. Ammunition, we want exact numbers, ideally. If you forget, just give an estimate. And for fuel, there's no real good way to do it. There's no, like, exact. Just check the fuel gauge. It's on the left-hand side of the driver. Or check your HUD. Just an estimate is fine. Like, in 5% in increments. Is it like 50? Is it 65? Is it 70? Who cares? Just, like, if you want to... Yeah.
Couldn't you just get out, go to the back with the refuel thing and see how much is there? Or would you have to have a jerry can in your hand to do that?
No, you can do it. You can go to, if you have expended fuel, you can always go to the back and check.
The guy just says
which is
fuel.
Yeah. Then I guess you do need a jerry.
I guess you can't. Yeah, you have to have a jerry.
Yeah, I was gonna say you do need a jerry can. Yeah, but honestly, like the fuel and with the fuel economy, like the real break point we care about is there less than half fuel left? If yes, we need to conduct a refueling. If this vehicle carries over in its current state, If it has more than 50, we can probably do another operation. And that's also why it's so important to refuel the vehicles before we step off, because 25% fuel is F4. It's quite a big chunk, and that chunk can mean the difference from one operation to the other. I don't think we'll ever use more than 60% fuel in an entire operation, unless like the fuel tank gets hit and you gotta drive around for a minute and a half. You don't really realize, and you go, "Oh shit, my fucking fuel is hemorrhaging," and you gotta go out of the vehicle to repair it. Those situations is why we want as much fuel as possible, because you never know, like, if your fuel tank gets absolutely demolished and you dump like half your fuel in 10 seconds. That's also why 2 jerry cans is the preferred amount. Does it answer your questions? Cool.
Yes.
All right. We have. What do we have now? Because I think Womack disconnected. I don't think he came back. Yeah, so we're what, 7 people left?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, 4-man scout team, 3-man crew is what we can run. For the exercises. Give me a second. I'm going to teleport us back to the...
Yeah, I need to tweak my loadout real quick, thanks.
Yeah.
Not allowed.
I'm missing one.
I do like the scenic walk, but not that far. I'll if you guys want to treat the loadout, I'll talk while we stand over here. Yeah. For the exercises, we're gonna run 2, and I do believe we have time for them. If we don't have time for both, we'll just do one of them.
We're doing a running
The
exercise.
main goal I want of this... What are you saying?
You doing a running exercise?
No. Military exercise. FTX. The main goal is I want to see how some of you guys react when you're getting shoved into a vehicle for the first time. So you can get a little bit of experience with that. And I also want to test for the ground element. How the ground element coordinating the vehicle works. So what I expect is like the restructure we proposed and talked about. I want the ground element leader to act in the capacity of a squad leader. So I want you to directly order and coordinate with the vehicle, not me as platoon HQ. Because if this goes through, the squad leader will be the one who tells the vehicle what he does directly. Any questions? No. Womack isn't here, so we don't have a corpsman. So sad.
If need be, do you need me to grab a couple?
I got my COS.
Yeah, no, it's fine. The biggest criteria for this exercise is not like whether or not we can, like very successfully do the objectives. Is more how does the coordination and the integration go. So like if I need to sous heal a couple of people because they get shot, it's not really going to affect your overall exercise too much, in my opinion. All right.
Well, if anybody gets shot, it's probably Frank.
Who said that?
Are you done with your kit, Katasak?
Just about.
Walk over to the table with me when we're done here.
Everyone?
Yeah. Yeah. You can stare at whatever table you want as long as you can hear me. Yeah.
You're good.
Yeah. There's a couple tables so you can spread out if you want. On these tables, this is all the intel items Zeus can possibly spawn. When we were asking you guys to look for intel, these items are the ones we're specifically looking for. You have, from left to right, you have the red fancy folder, you have a laptop, you have a phone face down, you have a phone face up, and you have the really small USB. These items can be picked up. If you would like to pick them up, feel free to do so. When they are in your inventory, if you hover your mouse over them, they have a little description. The only items that have a custom description are the folders. The folders, Zeus can write whatever the fuck they feel like in them. Which means that those red folders, if you pick one of those up, and there's some information in it that actually, matters, and it's not just flavor text, say like grid coordinates for enemy location or like unit orders about them like marching someplace. It's very important that shit gets passed up radio. The laptop and the phones and the USB, I'm pretty sure Seuss can't edit the text in them.
They can't.
So yeah, it just says contains
so
intel.
when
those it's more those ones it's more just like bring it back and like pass it to command. But those intel folders, if there's pertinent information that needs to be passed ASAP. Again, feel free to pick them up if you feel like it.
So
I think it's about a bandage worth.
Yeah. So the electronics, Zeus has zero control over. They just place them and they tell S2 what they find, and then we come up with something that's in the phone or laptop.
I did get handed a, like the first operation we had, we did get handed a red folder. Now, I don't know if Zeus actually does this, but it is possible that these items can be on dead officers and like like HVTs and so on. So if you do like check somebody's inventory and you see the fancy red map or like the phone or something, pick it off them, please.
And there was a meeting last week over the red folders. S2, we've got to push out 30 packets worth of things to put in these folders. So from here on, hopefully, if everybody does what they're supposed to, these folders will actually have shit in them.
Yeah.
I've done 12.
Yeah. If you have any of these,
in today's run, will we be finding intel?
Yes. That's also like a little thing. Like I want you guys to be familiar with them, and then I've hit a couple intel pieces on one of the objectives. So, if you all open your map, towards grid 0705, there's a listening post marked on the map. If you can't find the listening post or you don't see it, let me know. Alright, I assume everyone sees it. Cool. That listening post is one of our targets. It's going to be the first target we're going to run. And then we'll see if we have time for the second one. For planning, I would like the team leads, so Givens, Frank, Katasak, to coordinate a plan when we get to that. For where friendlies come from, pick any location that's not within that 4-digit grid square, and we can use that as a starting point. So you get to decide if we attack from the south, east, or north, or whatever. General intel on the listening post. We got some PMCs. We're setting up a listening post there, running reconnaissance in the general areas around it. They're currently, most of their forces out on patrol, so they're very lightly defended. What we want is to hit them, take out as many of their facilities, structures, and then search for intel and then leave. Ideally, when we initiate contact, we want to be out within 10 minutes.
So initial contact, start a timer 10 minutes?
That's pretty much the intel I'll give you for now.
So
any questions?
Let me ask you this. Is this a full-on recon or is this a fucking raid?
It is a raid.
Okay.
Right now, they're all out and about, and they're exposed. There's barely any personnel on base. So if we can raid them, destroy whatever base facilities they have, we're like radio towers, vehicles, and then we can search for intel before all their patrols come back.
All right. So you want the three of us to split off and make a plan quick?
Yeah. Or you don't have to split off. You can plan it right here where we're standing. What I would like for you primarily is like select the location where you want to engage from. You like just a starting
all
point.
In favor of
again,
coming
like
from the
as
southeast?
long as it's not in the 0705 grid square, you can pick wherever you want to start from.
Yeah, I'm with Givens. I'm thinking this is the highest ridge line. We can use the elevation with the LAV to scout some shit, recon it up, and then dismount the scouts, push up, use this right here. Yeah.
I think we come in from this. I don't know if everybody can see my pointer. I think we come in from this way on the southeast.
Yeah.
Give me a
We'll
second.
start down.
078051 for grid ref.
Put a mark, yeah, like put markers on the map if you want.
Here, I'll put a here. The
You want to put a
starting
marker there for me, Cody?
Well, here's a starting marker.
Hell, just put it down there by that fucking power
He wants it to be
lines.
out of the.
I think it can be a bit closer, but yeah.
So I think we put there.
There. Okay, so
We
there's the start.
leave.
We'll go through the tree line, basically going northwest.
Yeah. How flexible do we want to be? Because do we want to split up into two mans, or do we want to run one big ass ground element?
It is.
You'll have one team of 4 and a vehicle team of 3 when you run it.
So where I've got Harvey at the long gun, me and him possibly could push from once we start. Leave the LAV as high up on that elevation as we can. Me and him can push.
He said 4-man team, so we're staying together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well. I was saying maybe
It's
buddy
one
team
4-man team and one 3-man crew chief or vehicle.
Okay,
crew.
then LAV stays 077051. Ground team pushes back south and behind the fucking cover pushes into the tree line at 075051. Pushes up to what looks to be broken down building 075053. Pushes into the town because we're going to have the cover to our back. So Wolf's going to be able to cover our ass as we go in and operate. Or hell, we could even push from those tree lines at that ASR 074053 to the west-northwest by 150 and push into those trees on the west side of the listening post and get eyes in. Yay, nay? So yeah, there.
I'll give you guys another, let's say, 2.5 minutes to get some markers down, and then we'll begin assigning who goes where and stepping off.
What do you think of there?
Actually, I think I have to respawn to see the markers.
Because right there, the only thing is we're going to have a lot of cover with us, so we're going to be able to walk in pretty good. And it's still elevated about 20 meters. Well, 20, 30 in places, I guess.
Banks died. Heart attack.
Frank, what do you think?
What's that?
Look at the map west of LP. Push. So leave Wolf at 077051 to overwatch the southeast quarter of the town. And then either A, push straight or push west, then straight north into the town, or push northwest with cover concealment to 073055.
We're going to bring Wolf all the way up to 077051. Is that what you said?
Yeah, bring them 077051. Yeah, bring them up
That's
to
really
there.
Close. I would dismount and levy, have the scout team go on foot from there.
Well, yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. We're going to dismount back there, but I'm saying that's where we'll probably have Wolf sit to overwatch.
Okay, yeah.
And then it's just a question of, for the ground element or the boot element, do we want to push straight north and just fucking run it, or do we want to get recon on that western side of the town as well from 073054? Because there's tree cover there, but the thing is, once we go to start our attack, we'd have to retrograde back
Oh,
south.
I'm not even fucking talking. We need to, we need to recon as much as we can so we know what we're dealing with if we can, but we also need to try to be quick because as soon as we engage contact, that's a 10-minute timer start,
Right.
so we got to be fast.
That's the only thing holding me back from saying that west side. I think we just fucking go with the original plan and just say, fuck this thing. Like, how do you delete markers?
Dismount.
Mouse over, hit
Hover
delete.
over it, delete. So, dismount near the southeast forest. Infantry clears through. Vehicles parks on the hill. You guys cross the road into the southern forest and move north all the way to town. And while Wolf sits on the hill and waits for contact, covering.
Yeah. Or they
Once
just, I
we
mean,
do
we'll be
the
in
raid,
consistent
Wolf
talks, yeah.
runs in, picks everyone up, and egress west.
Yeah. And if all hell breaks loose, fucking danger point right here. All hell breaks loose, everybody rendezvous there. 073051. If things get bad.
That's good. So I'm assuming Alpha Charlie, you're gonna collapse into one scout team.
Yeah.
Who's TL?
I will be. That's us. Yeah. So yeah, that's the plan going in. RP1 is on the insert. RP2 and 3 are for egress. So if we go to RP2,
See,
RP3
Frank
to try
is
to
with
egress out of the area.
Frable's team already. Do I have another volunteer for Frable?
That would take away the 4-man team.
Yeah, that'd take away the 4-man
No,
team.
because
So
I'm running with it.
But you,
you might want to run in the Vic. You might want to run in the Vic, Banks.
I could run the Vic, but I do want some more people to get experience in the Vic.
We only need 2
Or
people
the
in the
training
Vic
room.
anyways.
Yeah, realistically.
Sure. If you all hate the Vic so much, I'll concede.
We don't hate the Vic. It's just people like me and Caddy.
I hate the Vic.
Honestly, the rest of us fucking work better on the boots.
So I'll say it. I hate the Vic.
Is it the X mark over there where you guys want to start?
Yeah.
Okay. Just a moment. If we can all move together in a group over here, I can teleport us.
Come on, Caddy Daddy. Does everybody want the ground element? Does everybody want to get in a group so we can see each other easier?
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead and join mine.
That would be okay.
F2.
Hey, Red 1. Yep.
Don't forget to rename your group, Caddy.
Oh yeah. Thank you.
Come on, man.
Unacceptable.
Absolutely atrocious.
I'd have to do 2 teleports, because...
Why?
We'll see how it goes.
Because you're too heavy.
So is your ego. Kidding, love you.
I don't.
It's okay, Harvey. I love you for him.
Okay, we got red team, blue team. While we're doing this, Zed, how much space you got in your bag?
What do you want?
A lot.
I need demo.
What do you
I
want?
can get every demo.
Specific?
How many blocks?
It's a good ending.
Grab 6 of them.
I got
Okay.
that's what I'm saying. Harvey, do you want me to grab anything extra for you, Bubby?
No, I got enough mags, and I got a drone.
You got AT?
Always.
Do you need any extra rounds just in case?
If you can shove them in your backpack, I don't know if that's a possibility.
Which rounds do you want?
It's disposable, so you're gonna have to shove an entire law in there.
Oh, that
Nope, too late.
bastard.
Big fuck.
Let me see if we're... Let me see where we are real quick.
I'm still in the arsenal, 1 second.
How are you in the arsenal?
If you get teleported while you're in the arsenal, you stay in it.
We're a little off from where we should be, but that's okay. I'll
Little
put
off?
an arsenal if you want.
He says a little off. Get the fuck out of here.
What are we? Yeah, slightly off.
We're a good fucking
We're in a different fucking...
So, Caddy, how you want to do it, Bubby?
We're about like 2 clicks off, maybe.
Yeah,
Yes,
good
it's
fat
fine.
2
I mean,
clicks.
hang on, that's
Basically the same.
quite a
That's
bit more
fat
than
2 clicks.
Why'd you move it? You suck.
Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
That's about. We're only about a click off. About a click.
Okay, I've got 6. I can carry even more if you insist.
No, 6. 6 is fine. 6 should be enough.
Alright. So, how do you want to do it, Caddy?
Exactly like we did. Like we
I'm
talked.
saying, do you want to where he's got that DMR? I just don't know if you want to put him up or put us in the front, or if you want to have us behind you in the formation or not when we stop
Hey.
in the back.
in the back.
Are you guys
Or
acting as
varsity,
2
we'll
smaller
start.
elements?
No, we're
Yes,
gonna
sir?
stay together. No, we're gonna stay
Yeah,
together.
we're staying together.
it'd
We're
be-
just breaking
Or
up to
Mark
fucking
should be
find it.
Zed, then myself, and then
On point man, bitches.
Givens, and then Harvey.
Gotcha. You get that, Harvey?
Sure.
That's fucking good.
All right, you guys ready? We're about to Vic. Is it ready to go?
There's your
I need to go grab my coffee real quick. Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
What is with you drinking coffee at 9 o'clock at night?
I've
Jesus.
taught you all how to prep a Vic. If you want to help out, just get the jerry cans, fuel them up, slap in the back. That'd be nice. I'll load the AP into the main gun. AP loaded.
Harvey, you want to put your team net on 53? I believe that's Charlie.
Yeah, Charlie.
It is 5-3. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I have to set my radios again for.
Bro, we gotta get you. I'm about to buy you a new mouse. Oh my god.
You don't want to hear this annoying ass sound while I
Dude,
scroll up?
is that one of the old fucking Dell fucking office mouses?
Yeah, it's not that old.
It fucking sounds like it, dude. The fucking scroll wheel on them things back in the day.
So, yeah, let them get their pick ready to go. We're gonna mount up, drive up, dismount at the X.
Wait, where'd Harvey go?
He died again.
With the drone.
Oh, never mind, he's droning.
You be careful with the drone. They will shoot it super far out. Remember?
He's got this. Just let us
Who's
know what you see,
Steven
bud.
Smith?
I'm just gonna sit in the
Harvey.
commander seat.
That's the man who mans the drone.
This is my drone guy.
Oh.
Who's running this bitch?
I forgot he had the drone opportunity. Or, availability.
You and Frank, Frable.
Rename me Frable.
You're gunning. Usually I sit gun.
One more time.
Right.
I was in the ocean.
You mounting up?
Yeah, mount up.
God, Caddy, no matter what I do, I can never get out of your fucking thumb.
You were never under my thumb.
I was for a minute.
No, you weren't.
I wasn't
Oh yeah, a minute, a hot minute, a hot minute.
a hot. You know, it was actually more of like a cold minute. It was like
Stepping
what,
off.
a week and a half.
After that.
It's all right. You're still Daddy Zach to me.
Now you see what you do with your stabilizer. Since you have the stabilizer on, now the turret's gonna be free rotating when he's driving.
You just need directions for travel.
Well, there's a gate. Fuck that gate.
Follow this road. We're gonna come to a Y. We're taking a right at a Y.
Yep. The one thing you gotta be careful when you guys are driving this thing, like Bank said, you have the boost speed, but you really want to try to avoid using it because you'll get out of control really quick, especially going down hills.
Yeah, when you get above 50, the maneuverability plummets. Especially around like 40, 50 too, you can't take very sharp turns.
Mechanized infantry.
Got 350 meters. We got a four-way intersection. We're gonna go straight across.
Harvey, can you control that drone from in the Vic?
You can.
Always wondered that.
Four-way coming up. We're gonna go straight across. Hey, Banks is driving?
Yeah, Banks is driving. I'm surprised we haven't died yet.
Frable, why aren't you doing fucking directions?
As long as it's not Caddy giving directions, we're good. We might actually make it there.
They're probably taking a right back there at that crossroad, because just bounce direct east. East. Shut the fuck up, Gibbons. Maybe I should be the one giving directions.
Someone to give directions. I'm gunning.
East, straight
Can't
east.
be doing it.
Yeah, I'm going straight east.
Distance.
200 meters. Keep going.
Yeah, so it's like up here in the tree
Actually,
line.
anywhere here. Park up next to the buildings over here to the left. All right, halt. Dismount, back to front.
Oh wait, out the front. I'm fucking too.
Wait, where's Harvey?
Okay.
He's in his
Harvey.
drone.
Oh.
Can he hear us from his drone? Or probably not
I have
having the
no
drone.
idea.
He's on 515. Follow.
Should be.
Fuck, give me a second. My kid just fell. Hold on.
Wait, what? Wait.
My kid fell. Hold on.
Where's my radio?
You need a radio.
My radio
Another
disappeared.
arsenal.
I swear I had one.
You just take mine from the vehicle.
Oh, here you go.
No, I'll just... Where's the fucking Bravo at? Where's the radio at? Come on.
Fourth Brable is DC'd when it's poured
He's
out
back.
of the vehicle.
He's back.
Alright, okay.
Got it. Okay. Let me save that shit.
Oh yeah, it'll be clear if you like when the 10-minute timer start. So if you guys get into like a fight and you pop them with silencers, it doesn't count, of course.
Okay. Sounds good. It's if they basically if they fire their weapons and it starts.
You'll know if it starts.
Okay.
I'll say that. It'll be clear.
I think there might be some sort of thing that they're gonna try or something.
All right. All right. Everybody on scouts can get on 5-3.
Also close the back, please.
Oh yeah, is Harvey here? Yeah, there he is. Okay.
Wilson checking in channel 5-3.
Yep, I'm Charlie 5-3. Okay, Zed, you're on point.
I marked a couple of things on
I'm
the
gonna take it
map.
out 3-4. Yeah, 3-4-5. 3-4-5. We'll do a stagger. I actually just do a wedge.
Hey, Vince.
Hang on, hold.
Given's not here.
Given's not here. Oh yeah, his kid fell. Fuck, his kid fell. Yeah, we'll wait for him.
Okay. I marked a few things on the map.
Cool, thank you. Let me check this out. Tree. Those 3 infantry in the trees between RP1 and that mark, are they moving or stationary? Fuck, I think I was muted. Hey Harvey, the 3+ infantry in the trees, are they stationary or patrolling?
Patrolling.
Okay. I'm thinking we change the plan up then. We move north, coming from the east side of town. Take a little bit longer, but we don't have to deal with that infantry. Zed, can you hear me?
Hey, friend.
Yeah, we.
me?
Yeah,
Only
that
issue
was
is that
Zed.
they might
I call him Zed.
cause
Zed.
issue for Wolf on our way in.
For the record, I can't hear proxy chat when I'm in drone, so you have to ask me on the radio if I stop responding.
Roger that. Just make sure you let me know whenever you get in the drone, so I know.
I was in Zeus for a second, now I'm back.
What do you guys think about that
Hear
change
me,
of plan
Cat?
based on the infantry being there? Coming from this way instead. Did you see my marker?
You hear me, Caddy?
What's that? Hang on. What's that, Frank?
I said just be aware it might cause issue for Wolf's coming in. we got infantry on that wood line.
All right. Fuck it. Let's stay with the plan. We'll just barrel through them. We'll just let's have some fun. How much time we got? We got an hour. We got this. We can do both objectives. Are you kidding me? Hang on.
All right, I'm back.
Hey, put that arsenal box back down, Banks, please.
What do you need, Caddy?
Well, look at my belt line and then look at my rifle.
You hear, Frable?
Yep.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about us just backing down this hill onto the road, and it will hold stationary just behind Defilade before the town until they call us up?
Yep. That would basically what I'd do.
Sounds good.
The big thing is you just gotta think about terrain.
Yeah.
All right, I'm good to go. Let's go. I'm unfucked.
Copy. Moving up.
Good
All right.
job, Caddy.
Hey, so Gibbons, we're gonna do let's do stagger column. Same play with it. We're gonna do the same path. Harvey marks some shit on the map. We're gonna roll through them.
Thanks, you getting out and going?
Nope. I gotta do the thing.
Is he still in the driver's seat?
Mm-hmm.
The fuck are we doing?
Go ahead. Tracking, heading out 330. We're 205.
330.
Yeah, Frank, by the way, you're turned out just here.
I know.
Okay. We're
Yeah,
just
the
gonna
gun has
chill, thanks.
collision.
Yeah. That was one thing I wanted to highlight to the guys, like, everything on this vehicle has collision. No, we're just gonna hold in tight, then Banks. We're not gonna go in there.
Not in here?
Not till they need us.
Want me to hold here?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. One thing we need to remember, though, is everyone needs to remember hatches must be closed because we all know grenades can go in hatches now.
Yeah.
Are we gonna hold on the road?
We could.
Right now, we're gonna have issues getting on target fast if they need us.
I mean, there's a dirt path on the right I can sit on.
On our left.
To the left now.
We're going right.
Right here. More of a game trail, but it'll work.
Yeah.
So we can always sit on roads, but the thing is, which I didn't disagree with the road part. That's why I thought Banks heard differently. But the problem with sitting on a road is, unless we're being told to do a blocking position, makes us extremely visible and extremely vulnerable.
Yeah, but also if the scout team gets in contact,
Mm-hmm.
us trying to
With the trade-off.
respond right now, compared to if we were sitting on that road.
Yeah, it's all a trade-off, and that's why I look at it as with the vehicles.
If we do this integration thing, we're gonna have to start thinking about that.
Mm-hmm.
That we're gonna want to be tight together all the time.
I don't think that's
Not
going
one
to
or the
push
other.
through for a while right now anyway. I have 0 crewmen.
I'm gonna go on 535.
535 for internal.
Yeah, no, it's I'm gonna have to like check to see like if they get detected, so I can 'cause I'm gonna set off like an air raid alarm if they get spotted. So I just have to check and Zeus.
Yeah, I know
so
you're
if I don't respond, just call me on 535.
But yeah, Frank, as it sits right now, like I have 0 crewmen. Alan might have to go to reserves. Mitchell It might get forced reserves because I don't know if he'll be able to make 50% until he gets back home from work. And Chaos transferred, so it's just me right now.
Well, if they do the transition, that puts me in the crew.
Well, if they do the transition, you don't have bodies to fill the crewmen, and now you have extra bodies to fill in the teams. So you have open slots now that are going to be at the base recon teams, but you have 0 bodies that can fit into vehicles. You have 0. So they might hold off doing the transition until they can fill up my billets again, and then they'll roll it out. So they might actually hold off because of that.
Oh, yeah.
At least that would be the smart thing to do.
They achieved OP1.
Just remember, I lost all the markers since I DC'd.
They're about 350 ahead of us, and they're engaged.
Yep, there it is. They're engaged.
Want to hit the road?
Let's give it 30 seconds. If they can't handle it, then we'll hit it. I always give you guys a second to handle it rather than rushing the vehicle right in.
At this point, we need to blitz the target.
Wolf, this
Now
is
we
Charlie.
can
Be advised, we're in contact. We walked up on his team in the woods. We got a man down. We're gonna deal with it.
10-4. We'll come up behind you then.
I think they know we're here.
Yeah, maybe. Gunner clear on the 240.
Where the Blue 4 trackers at?
I have no marks, so I can't guide.
Stay on the road. Or trail,
Stay on
what
the
have
trail.
you.
It loops the right. It takes us to the road.
At East thing. Give me a sec.
You turned right off the trail. Need to go left. Or straight.
Decent key.
Alright, is he still here?
That's East thinking for a second there.
Alright,
On
road's
the
right
road,
from
you
us.
said?
Yep.
Yep, hang a right.
I don't know why I wasn't reversed there for a second.
Got a visual on the town.
They're right
There's
here off
movement,
our
334.
I got no contact.
I see a dude
Where?
downhill. He's in defilade.
What's the bearing?
334.
334.
Seen. He's coming up the hill now.
329. Keep your eyes on him.
Eyes.
Back us off so we don't take a rocket. Yeah.
Hey, Wolf, this is Charlie.
10 traffic.
Hey, need you to come back to us so we can load this casualty into Vic with one personnel to work on
about 150.
break. Then we're,
Stay on the road.
myself and the other scout are going to push forward with your gun assistance.
Copy.
All right, thanks. Backs up 150 up the road.
Contact 316 in the trees.
Yeah, we're gonna pick up a casualty and a man to treat. Hold here.
No.
We started a timer.
Yep. It got timer going. Let's go. Load this casualty so we can keep moving.
All right, get him in the Vic. All right, let's go, Harvey. Let's go. We got to try to push up. It's not.
Caddy, you hear me?
Yeah.
We had contact in the tree line just a second ago. Did not down
Yeah,
him. He was moving north to south through the tree line ahead of us.
Copy. We're crossing the street going west.
Hey, I'm coming in behind you, boys.
Make
I
it
got
quick.
1 times on my back.
On the street front.
Loading one in with you. He's
Watch.
stable.
Friendly is gonna be. All right, friendly's good.
Yeah. All right, Givens. If he's stable, let's go.
Yep, coming right now.
Givens, if he's stable, let's go.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I got a minute.
You move.
Stay up with them, support them.
I got 3 down up here. Hostiles down.
Alright, Wilson will be up eventually.
T-Wolf or Jaeger up ahead of us. Travel.
Stay on the road, I would think.
Stay up near the road. Watch the guardrail, it will launch us.
Yeah.
Not space program launches, it'll fuck us up.
Contact 035 over the hill.
035 over the hill.
041
Hello,
now.
thanks for the
To your right, to your right.
Right.
Which hill are we
90
talking
degrees
about?
right. 90
To your
degrees
right.
right.
Gunner right. 056.
There you go, good shit.
Okay.
Hold,
Need
let
bearings and
Wilson out.
distance.
Holding.
Wilson, go.
Okay, thank you.
Down the hill, off to your northwest. About 150. What just got up? There's 2. Go ahead and advance on that bank.
Thanks.
They broke the tree line on the other side.
Yeah, let's go.
Down to the bridge or through the tree line?
Don't take us onto the bridge.
Oh,
Just hold
in
it.
front.
What are we doing?
Run this fucker over. Or not.
Yeah,
Fuck is
I
this
hit
guy?
him.
And bridge is roadblock. We can break that roadblock.
Yeah.
We'll just hold off there.
I'll front towards the gate.
Okay, see if we can ram that roadblock.
Uh,
I don't see any mines on it. Fuck, I should probably sweep
It's got
that.
steel barriers in it.
I can maneuver around it here on the right.
Yeah.
Oh,
To be honest,
hold
we
here
might be able to
until-
just push that off. Because that's a really steep drop there on the right. It's going to be a pain in the ass.
I mean, I can flank left too, that's fine.
Either option works. I do want to know if we can go through it, but
This one?
yeah.
Well, not straight on into the metal.
Yeah, because we can fit between the 2 there on the left. As long as we can break the wood.
Yeah, rare.
Yeah.
I didn't actually, I thought it would be like a whole object, but no.
No.
It's,
That's good.
I'm going to report that to...
Yeah, if there's ever a chance for me to go through something and try just to see so we know, then I'm going to do it.
Wolf, this is Charlie. 515, over.
Go ahead, send traffic.
They should be ahead of us in town.
Need you to hightail it through town and come pick us up at
Go.
074056.
Take a left at the Y. Right here.
Roger, 074056 on route.
Actually, straight, 075055. Do the intersection there at the end. Just go ahead straight and at that intersection.
Copy, pushing the intersection.
What's that vehicle on our left? Behind the house.
Go ahead, next intersection. Go.
Friendly's front. Keep going.
Another 150.
I think that's a really short range.
Said once we get over here, we'll go ahead and blow the first two. Yeah, get over in the defilade here so we're clear.
Go push us across the road.
Okay.
They're gonna blow chargers.
Yeah.
This MSR here is our egress, right? So you're gonna want to face down it
Go ahead and blow the first one.
to our left.
Break. Control det in. I'm gonna go with 3 seconds.
Wait, one on
3, 2, 1. Blast off.
Blast off.
Stop. I love it.
Never mind, it's not letting me detonate for whatever reason. 1 second, let me figure this out.
You okay, Harvey?
There you go.
Oh, there it goes.
Blast off.
All right.
I think Harvey's crashing.
All right. Yeah. Yep. Zed, bomb these up. Wire these up.
Affirm.
Harvey got kicked. Shit. We got a minute. We got time. Once you get done with that, you got one more stick left for the radio tower.
Affirm.
Okay, go do that.
Indeed.
Once I
Jesus
can't
Christ,
seem to
man.
put it.
Yeah, I know. I was fucking messaging him back.
Don't have to put it right on it. Put it next to it. Just wherever you can get it at. Yeah, there you go. Wolf, this is Charlie 515. Hey, status update. We're going to plant demo stick on this mortar tube, and then we got a radio tower over to the northeast, and then we're going to get out of here. I estimate we have about a minute left.
Copy, hold the intersection.
Okay, going to blow the radio tower and then.
Actually, probably got about 30 seconds.
Bravo, you want to do me a favor?
No.
All right.
You're gonna make me do it anyway.
Yeah. You can tell them there's
Givens, break it back over this way to the intersection.
the air raid tower is to our 051 on the other side of that building.
What? Yeah, they're blowing that up.
Yeah, no, they're going for the radio antenna. The raid tower is the 051.
All right, bring it back to the Vic. We're gonna have to do so. Oh, Harvey.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'll get him.
All right. No, he's good. Hey, let's go. In the Vic, yeah.
Everyone
All right.
get in the back.
Yep. Mount up. Go.
Yeah.
Hop in. Last man getting in.
Wolf, roll. Man, Al.
Go.
Just out of here. All right. Zed, get ready. And go ahead and blow it.
Copy. Remote det now, baby.
Very nice.
How much time we have left, Banks? Or that's pretty much it. We hit the timer.
Yeah, and here, yeah. We don't have to drive away. We'll index this ITX here. I mean, we 11 minutes. So I think it was about.
That's not bad though. We spent a little too long on the. I should have just fucking threw the casualty and one person in the Vic from the get-go instead of spending so much time there.
I
didn't realize he got hit. I thought he was rolling around, and I didn't realize he got hit with his knocked unconscious, and his body was rolling down the hill.
Yeah.
I thought he was Q&E and trying to roll away.
You said let's roll, and I was genuinely just rolling down a fucking
All right.
hill.
Getting out.
All right. Oh.
No, we did not.
I blew up some intel.
So, Caddy, when they're like that,
When you say you blew up some intel, was that intentionally or not?
No, I was just commenting that I blew up the radio stuff. I didn't actually see any intel in there.
So it's kind of funny you say that because you did actually blow up some intel. There was intel at the radio tower.
I was in a rush.
Wow. Jesus Christ, Zed. You said you looked.
Okay.
I didn't.
I should have went with him. Never trust a Lance Corporal to look for intel.
As part of the debrief. Yeah, part of the debrief. I'll do a quick walkover, show you where the intel was and how it's hidden, so you guys get a feel for it for the future, and we can discuss how we could have done this better or how it went well. Follow?
While we're running, Caddy, if you have an instance like that, And
I mean, here you have
you've
the
bandaged
mortar
the guy.
troops.
Oh, oh.
Yeah, mortar troops blown up. Very nice. Lovely. Excellent. Denied them that. This way. I think if we go through here. No. Now, if I were to, now I've told you there's intel at the radio tower. If somebody could please find the intel at the radio tower and not pick it up, just figure out where it is and show everyone
It's
else.
here at the tower?
Yeah, it's under the camo netting.
Okay, I was about to say.
We found it.
Thanks.
You found it. Congratulations. There is a piece of intel. If somebody would like to pick it up and explain and tell the class what the intel you missed was there.
Good for bedtime reading.
Yeah. What wonderful intel did we miss here?
That's why I just told you.
What's the title? Doesn't have a title?
The title is Intel.
No.
It says
Let me
it's
see
good
it.
for bedtime reading.
No, I wrote the title as an electrical generator manual. Anyway, this way. It was funny.
It wasn't
jump
very
the
funny.
fence with me? No, I'll show you. There's more intel. Jump the fence. For this, because I forgot, I didn't actually delete the AI in here, so please ready your rifle when you open the door.
Wait.
All right, left door open. Left door is going to be
Wait.
open. Back up. Take a step back. It's going to swing wide and... All right, ready? Ready?
There you go.
That fucker's dead.
There you go. Here's the laptop for and the tower where the siren was. You can pick up the laptop too if you want.
No, I can't.
We'll
Yeah,
go
I
this
can.
way. Yeah. This way through the green door. I was gonna say on the right over there was the motor pool you found their MRAP, so that's nice. I think I'm missing somebody. Yeah. Yeah.
No, they're here.
It's Harvey.
Yeah. Yeah. Across the street there at 225, you found the MRAP. Did you detonate that? I think you tried, right?
We
Even
put a
I
charge
put
on
two
it.
charges
Man,
on
it's
it.
almost
Transport.
like they're built to be explosive resistant.
Yeah.
There was two charges, okay? That should be enough.
And over here we
There's
have
another.
their yeah. Here we have
That's a
their
fuck,
AA
we should
system.
have got that.
Yeah.
That's one we should
Fucking Avenger, dude. Damn!
Yeah. There's their AA system, and then this way. One more point.
Oh my god, this looks dangerous.
Frank?
Huh?
What are you doing? Is this where the cool kids hang out?
Watch this.
Or do you want to do it?
No. Not during range training. I get in trouble.
As soon as he says index, pow!
I wonder how fast that thing fires.
I'd say probably, what, 0.75 of a second? Just pow, 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 pow.
I'm thinking faster than that.
You think so? They're up here. 222, or 227. Oh, Caddy should have walked in with us. We'd have looked cool.
Who swept through this command tent?
It was Givens.
The fuck do you mean it was Givens? It wasn't me. You fucker. I was in there, but I didn't sweep it.
Who?
I didn't like the fact all of us were in there just crowding around. So I said, "Fuck that! I'm going inside or outside."
I don't know if you guys killed him or not, but there was a dude here in a shirt without a helmet, and he had a cell phone on him. So I don't know if you guys shot him or if he was already dead. But
I wonder if he's the one that was out here or that pushed out. Because there was one that
he could have, but
with.
he could have, but his AI is set so he can't move, so he shouldn't have been able to.
Oh, I can't
There
tell
was
who's
no one-
talking, but I was trying to come around this side and come in the front to clear, but as I got to right about here, somebody shot him from the backside.
Oh, so there was someone
There
here?
was a guy here.
Yeah,
with
he was the guy
someone.
right here. Yeah, I didn't search
There
his
was-
body though because I didn't notice he didn't have a hat on.
Yeah, I did see that. I did see
saw
that
him
guy,
drop.
dead body.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Yeah.
But I was in a rush trying to blow shit up. Okay.
Yeah, and that's pretty much all the like special interest stuff you guys found or missed. Now on an intelligence gathering scale, I would say finding no intel, not very poggers, but
In our defense, we had 10 minutes.
in our defense, it's a 5-man element clearing the small sector, and you guys did get spotted early. All in all,
Practice, warm up. Let's go do the next one.
all in all, you guys did destroy the.
Yeah, we did. We got a majority of the good shit.
Yeah, mortar troops, and you swept through. It would have been nice to collect more intel, but is what it is.
We'll be on the lookout more next time.
Yeah.
I had a feeling, that there was going to be some intel because you showed us all the other shit earlier.
Yeah.
What do you mean? I have intel.
Yeah,
I
this is
found
the
a
intel
laptop.
one.
What do you mean?
Yeah. All right. Does this sell anything nice?
Rum, grog, and rum.
Anyone know Greek?
I do see that rock and rum.
Harvey, you're smart.
Yeah.
All right.
What?
Yeah.
Where
Denmark
is-
is
smart. Do you know
supposed
how
to
to
know the
speak or
languages
read
of all
Greek?
the other Europeans, right?
No. I know
Oh, well.
Hebrew.
All right,
He knows
open your
Hebrew.
mouth.
Well, that doesn't help.
Isn't that how Europe works?
That was pretty much the short debrief for this was. I mean, like all you killed all the contact. Like everyone inside died, and you destroyed the 2 mortar tubes, and
No
I
witnesses.
assume. I mean, the MRAP is still up. I kind of expected.
Well,
the
when we were
LAB
going to
would,
leave,
like,
I was going to put
yeah.
a bunch of AP rounds in
Yeah.
the action block.
Yeah,
I tried my best.
yeah, that's fine. If you
Put
open
2
your
charges on that bitch.
You should have just
You
put it
want-
inside on the driver's wheel.
Yeah, I need Fable.
Where's Frable at?
Yeah, I
There you
need
go.
Fable.
Come here, boy.
Didn't hear the whole time.
Second,
Yup.
yeah. Second point, if you look at grid 0205, Lemoon, there is a lot of forests on the north and south. There's a fob, and that fob has a buildup of artillery. There's a helipad. In fact, I'll mark the helipad.
Damn, and here I was
And
thinking it was
a
over.
motor pool.
They have a what?
Right now, what are you saying?
So let's call Battlestar in.
Well, we could.
Oh, I asked
but
you, are you listing off the things they have there?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. We know they have a helipad there. We know they have a mortar pit somewhere, and we know they have a vehicle maintenance facility. They are currently staging for an attack. What LAR would like to do, or what we need to do, is see if we can degrade their ability to conduct that counterattack on friendly forces. It's a raid again.
So kill. Got it.
Yeah. While this raid was more of an infantry moving and search, this is the scouts. Ideally, I envision the scouts have to guide the vehicle to a location where it can get eyes on Lemuel and destroy as many targets of opportunities before we exfil fast. It is a force larger than you guys can handle, and I don't expect entry into Lemuel itself.
What did you say?
All right, hang on now. Challenge accepted. So here's what we're gonna do now, Banks. Here's what we're gonna do, Gunny. All right. So you said you want it again outside of 02, is it 0205? You want it outside of that?
Yeah.
Done. Let's put our starting point at fucking Shepherd's Pond, or the just somewhere down in here. Start here. Here, I'll put a marker.
I was going to say
Question.
Shepherd Pond is downhill from Lemuel. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, it's a pond, probably. Like,
It's
that's-
like only about no, it's actually uphill from it, but hang on. There's a high point. Yeah, this is a high. Here, we'll move it down here.
Hey, Banks, question.
Yeah.
You said it's a vehicle maintenance point. Is that to say that there's possibly vehicles that are operable?
Right now they're prepping, so they are operable, but they're very light on readiness. It's
So
mostly
we have-
people. They're mostly guarding. Like people are getting some treatment. People are guarding. People are refueling and rearming the vehicles. They're prepping for attack in the future.
So 30% chance that we're going to fight a vehicle?
I mean, there's a 100% chance you'll fight a vehicle. The question is that, like, are you going to fight it before they crew it and mount it and get it ready, or are you going to shoot it before? Yeah. Like they don't expect an attack. They have, which is why we're doing this in the first place, because they have low readiness. This type of raid is actually documented in the LAR battalion documentation. It mentions very specifically that LAR can conduct a raid by positioning LAVs and engaging from afar. So technically, not technically, this is a tasking that we can expect to do in the future, this type. Are there any questions?
No.
Could I get a arsenal eventually?
Not at this level.
Who said that?
Who the fuck do you think said it? It's obvious who said it.
Yeah, definitely.
Alright, we got two options for OPs. We can maneuver if we need to mount up boogie.
The fuck?
From here if we need to, and then go into the town. I plan to take an extra log with me. Take one from the load some shit in the vehicle and just grab it, because then just use extra firepower in the town. We're gonna need to be mad minute if we want to do something like this. But yeah, I see Harvey's already getting the drone up, so he's gonna start marking some shit for us. But see if we have any objections to this route.
The local
plan.
kids stole the LAV, so we're SOL.
Oh, hell yeah. Fucking rip. No, even better, we're taking the MRAT. Fuck that.
Anybody got any objections for that plan?
Isn't there a mat V with a 20 mil on it?
I guess not, so we'll roll with it.
I think there's a mat V with a 20 mil on it, or a 30 mil. I'll take that. It's probably more fucking effective. Actually, does that mast cam even work?
I can't see map markers anymore.
Makes me wonder if that mast cam even works.
Also, the drone can't fly more than 2.5 kilometers away.
It does.
Yo, Banks. You here?
So the local kids are out joyriding in the LAV? Hell yeah.
I guess. Wasn't where you left it.
What
I think
a
you forgot to lock it.
I'm always the driver. I wasn't the last one to do it.
You're telling me that
I'm trying to
you
get some
infected
PT in.
the gunny to protect your vehicle?
Got to pass my ACFT.
Start training. Get down.
That's why we can't have nice things.
Ah, fuck that. Alright. It's basically going to be two options. I prefer option 1, which is the blue, but there's option 2, which is in the green. I mean, option 2 is a little more direct. We can go fucking straight on, see what we can do. Option 2 gives us, or excuse me, option 1 gives us the option to be a little more careful with our movements, getting the scout team in, and probably a better chance of actually maybe getting in there.
Again, the main objective is destroying as much stuff as possible and then exfilling without taking too many losses.
Okay, well then probably option 1 then.
Yeah. Because while they are unprepared, there are a large mechanized force.
All right. Yeah. So let's grab extra AT and shit, guys. Who's got the Maws? Who wants to take the Maws? Givens, you want to give up the 203 shit, or
I can fit them both. Give me a second.
No, hang on. Actually, yeah. Go ahead and do that.
We'll just take the MSR up past Pinewood for exfil.
Yeah. Yeah, we just backtrack. Go up. You talking like this up the ASR?
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
I work for you, Frable, tracking all that.
I mean, I'm good.
Nick now and no, since he's driving.
So can you not actually grab the extra rounds or no?
For what?
Law.
The laws of the disposable. No. It's a one and done.
I didn't know if you actually.
No, you can't reload it.
Okay. Well, I got one then.
Let's say there's about half an hour left already. Do we need more planning time?
Nope, I think we're good.
The locals took my LAV.
Hear that, Banks?
Yeah, the locals took the LAV. So sad. Actually, wait, where the fuck did the LAV go? What the fuck? And then you were serious. Where the fuck did the LAV go?
Need a new one.
Just spawn another in. Let's get this going.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I can't get the.
Put it right up against that arsenal right there.
How many rockets you got for the Maws? Oh, you got to grab the other one. Get the Maws, Harvey. Or not Harvey. Excuse me, Gibbons. Carl Gustav.
And I'll just load up on everything.
No.
I mean, DMR, explosives, CLS, fucking marksman.
I've got one in and plus one extra.
Okay. I can get extra rounds for you too. Hang on. What do you got? Heats?
Yeah.
Take the heats, yeah.
Oh, hold on. I might be able to actually get more. Give me 2 milliseconds.
Put people up so I can.
Got 84 millimeter 551 heats.
Guess I'll take.
You might need that repair tool. That's very important.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Everybody else has got one.
Yeah, I got
what about
two.
the binoculars?
I got
Don't need
2
them.
rounds for you.
Alright, you got 2, so I got 3.
So you got 5, 6.
God damn, I'm
7,
running a heavy fucking kit.
8. We got 8 launchers with us.
I've got a fucking
Or 8 shots.
320, a CLS kit, a fucking
missing
Maws with
anyone?
4 rounds. God damn.
Where's Zed?
Zed is
Oh,
dead.
you want to join the group?
Zed is dead.
Hey, do you want to cut your CLS kit in half and pick up demo sticks?
I already did.
Okay. Harvey, you got demo
I-
sticks?
I don't have any room for fucking demo. I mean, I could probably drop some
Yes,
smokes,
but I also
some more
can't
smokes.
join groups because the fucking.
Oh,
freak
yeah,
out
that
footage.
stupid fucking thing, yeah. Alright, I'll
let's
just
mount
try
up.
to stick near you.
Let's mount up.
Because this Wilson DC'd from TeamSpeak too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did.
Probably, yeah.
Yep, his
Yeah,
He
shitter net.
dropped. Oh, he dropped.
Here he
He'll be
comes.
back. He'll be
Well,
back.
he rejoined.
Shitter net, does
Comcast?
Let me see if I can find
More like
where the fuck he
optimal.
is.
Check 515.
Yeah, he's
Thanks,
down the
can you
radio
TP
net.
him over?
Thank you.
Yep, good check 515.
Get over
Which
here!
direction are we in relation to the fucking objective? Because I can't see us on the map.
Stand by, I'll check now.
Objective is to the
Southeast.
west.
We are closer than the dismount point.
We're at
Go-
Shepherd's Pond.
Yeah, we are
Yeah,
southeast, heavy east.
Just head northeast. Yeah, just basically follow the arrow. Head northeast.
The
You can't
green
see the
ones?
blips. If you,
Oh, okay. All right. Bearing 045.
Harvey, what do you see right now?
Hey, we're southeast of the objective. You need to head northwest.
He
if you're
can't
in the
see
drone.
any blips at all. So the arrows don't help him. So I'm trying to figure out where his drone. Yeah, hang on.
All right, Harvey, we're southeast of the objective, so head northwest in the drone. I don't know if he copied that or not.
You know you guys could probably walk from here, right?
Yeah, we probably should. I actually very agree with we probably should.
All right, fuck it, get out.
Yeah, I think we.
We're
Yeah,
gonna
I
let
think we
We're
push.
gonna let Harvey stay in the Vic.
What?
Dude, they hate that fucking drone.
Let's go. Hey, Harvey, we're gonna get out and dismount and walk on foot. So stay in the back of the Vic with the drone and just let us know what you see. Mark it up when you feel confident and you're done. Just go ahead and dismount and reach on us.
I think Wilson might have just crashed again. Yep.
All right, Caddy, let's just keep going, man. I'm getting irritated.
Might need to take Harvey with you.
They hate
Just-
that
or
fucking
go to the drone.
shit.
No,
Who
we'll
is
be okay.
had the drone? Is it Wilson or no? It's Harvey, right?
Who has a drone? Harvey. He's in the back.
Yeah, I was gonna say like I heard them shoot like 2 rounds at the drone. Why do they hate the drone so much? This is so fucking annoying.
Keep running.
Is that Harvey that ran?
No, Wilson is back. Charlie, be advised.
Check 515.
Your disconnect man is back online. However, he's heading the wrong direction.
Copy. Keep you sending them our way. We're heading out bearing 300.
I'll pull up to those guys. Or that guy.
Wilson, Givens, message.
Sending for Wilson. I have eyes on you, by the way.
Copy. Book it straight toward us. We'll hold in this tree line for 30 seconds.
You with us, Fable?
Yep. Gotta go.
You there, Harvey?
Alright, close the hatch, Harvey.
Why do they hate your drone so much, Harvey? Like, holy shit.
It's too
I don't
visible.
fucking
They
know.
need to, the creator hasn't the visibility signature on them. It's fucking retarded.
Yeah, Kapow, Podcast, Zach 515.
Alright, let's get moving.
Send driver.
Tell him where.
They hate the drone so much that all the garrison troops like just ran out. So I'm gonna have to reset the area just to hold up there for like 2 minutes.
Copy.
Yeah.
Over.
Apologies, I thought 550 meters high would be enough, but apparently not.
No, the second you flew the drone close, all the dismounted infantry ran towards our position, like about like a platoon-sized element was in the forest, like running up towards you guys.
Yeah, I saw them.
Thanks. Thanks. Thanks.
Sended.
Are you in the fucking vehicle? Thanks, are you in the vehicle?
I'm in the driver's seat.
We're ready to move, but I think you're in Zeus.
Yeah, I'm resetting the exercise. Wait one.
How about I drive, you gun, and he commands?
We can do that.
Hey, Banks, you feel comfortable moving to the commander seat, please?
Yeah, one moment.
Can he get out?
Yeah, alright. I'm in the commander seat.
Oh, that's
All elements resume exercise.
God, I can't wait till we have the newest version of this damn thing.
What do you say?
Is RHS working on the LAV A3?
Yes.
Okay, good.
They have the 3D model pretty much done.
Okay, then we just need all the features.
Yeah, I I think it's in Reforger IDS. I posted a screenshot like a month ago.
I've seen the model. I just wonder what features we're all going to get.
Charlie 515 over.
It's like if you look at their GitHub, you can see.
Charlie be advised, we tree line here, big open clearing, and this has got line of sight, so this might be a good spot for you guys to use as a first OP, and then we can move it around.
The GitHub has some updates, but it's not like a dev log or anything. It's just you can see like people did some editing on it every so often, so it's like worked on. But I know like
that they have eyes on the objective right now.
Yeah, there is an open
Actually,
tree
play
line.
less. I'm looking at the sawmill, but you can still use it to cover us.
Yeah,
as we move
that's what I
across
thought.
I was gonna say
everything was incorrect.
they're all to the left of us, so if they can see the objective, so should we. But I don't see it.
They can't. They were looking at the sawmill and they thought it was the objective.
Yes. I froze up.
I think they see the sawmill up ahead.
Yeah, that's what they saw.
Blue team is red team 5-3. So, be advised, we're going to be pushing up to your east there. Time now.
On imagery posted in Intel pictures.
I don't understand the AI in this game. They're so fucked.
Hey, Wolf, this is Charlie. 515 over.
515.
Hey, be advised, we're coming to your position to mount up. It's going to be a little faster. We're just going to head to the sawmill and dismount there.
Are you answering, Banks?
4th of habit.
Let's go.
But it was like I'm in the commander seat, so I'm in command, so I answered the call.
You're ruining this training.
I know.
Technically, Frank.
Last man. Ready to move.
Clear to move.
It was like It was reflective.
Technically, Frank should be commanding.
What? This is your vehicle, Frable.
It is. But the training is for you. It doesn't matter. Yeah, plow right through. Okay.
All right. And stop, so we can dismount. All right, let's sweep it out real quick.
Harvey, we're dismounting, brother.
Alright, Wolf, it's Charlie, you're clear, push up.
Harvey,
popping on the hole in.
if you want to run your drone, if you want to
God
stay back.
damn it, close my hatch.
Hang on. If you want to run that drone, you can stay in there if you want, buddy.
We're gonna get an RGD.
No, I already got everything. I was just marking more shit.
Okay.
We're gonna have to test that, like a GP25 going up inside the vehicle. What happens?
Where are they? I can't see anybody on map.
Alright, this spot's going to be a no-go. We're going to have to probably push up to the ridge line at 320. 2. We'll try. We're gonna mount back up. We're gonna go to OP2.
Last man's basically in. Oh, never mind.
Last man.
Clear to move.
Don't call last man unless you are the last man, brother.
I didn't
That's how
realize.
people
I
get
thought I
leafed.
was.
Trust, if I'm getting in the Vic, I'm always going to be the last guy. That's a guaranteed.
Should be whoever the leader is.
Well,
to ensure accountability of the people, Givens. That's the way it is.
Well, that's usually how I do anyway. I always just check. I've been that guy that got left behind for about 3 hours.
The corpsman can also do it as well, depending on the scenario. So Caddy's ready, so usually the rank, the highest ranking.
Alright, is anyone paying attention back there?
Yeah, let's just go ahead and get out. We're gonna head through the tree line. I mean, we can't really see anything from here, so let's go ahead and we'll walk you forward. Keep heading straight. We're gonna take a left up here and head into the town. You can probably stay about pretty close to us. Just don't run us over.
Do like 75, 100 francs. That way we don't, because the
Yeah, maybe
GP 25
to
will go
100
through our
meters.
side. Yeah, about 100, because the GP 25 will go through our side armor.
Alright, you guys can at least push up to the intersection there. Got eyes on rooftops from here, so we can see, but we'll have to get closer. Down. Be advised, patrol on the road coming up to us, roughly 100 meters out at the next tree line. Break. 200 meters down the road is a roadblock. Contact.
Contact.
What's the call, Frable?
Just wait. I don't want to push forward unless they need us at this point, because we're going to be shooting over their heads and we'll expose them.
Alright, red team, are you guys dismounted?
Wolf Charlie, we'll pop a smoke and pattern up to the next tree line. We're going to advance on this roadblock.
Copy. We'll come up then at your old position.
Hey, be advised, there's an APC down there. We're going to need your help with your firepower.
Copy, roll.
Bearing a 2-5.
Where's it at? I don't see it.
Bearing 282 is APC.
Roll me forward a little bit more. No eyes.
Nice.
Fuck it, let's move up. Let's go, Zach.
Down. Disabled.
Nice.
Belly's crude. Alright, to me the Wild West now.
Yeah. There's a few contacts in the fucking fields to our northwest.
If we
Same
move
spot,
forward,
same
we'll,
spot.
yeah, we can just roll this trail here on the right. I can't. The smoke is obscuring. Can't make it out.
Well, just across the road in front of us. He's on the left ditch.
Yeah, I just saw that.
In the field on our left. Bearing 159.
Yeah, it's all.
Further left. 159.
Further contacts to our south, too.
Contact front bearing 355, moving right to left.
We'll close.
Both close, yep, that one there. Another one to his right. In the wheat. He just laid down.
Movement 268. Additional movement 285.
Enemy in the tree. Enemy at the vehicle.
Yeah, they're taking that roadblock. Okay, that's good. Alright, we're gonna have to move somewhere where we can support them.
Your call.
Let's do it. They're in that. Fuck.
Movement, tree line front.
BRDM, center of the town here. Check reference smoke.
Trying to PID.
There's a BRDM in Middletown.
Yeah, there's a bunch. I see a bunch there. Let's roll this right road.
You want to keep going, or?
Nag. I don't know where they're at right now.
They're probably on the other side of town from us.
Wolf is Charlie, be advised. We've disabled the BRDM. We're pushing north to west towards the motor pool now.
Copy.
Said move?
Looks like we're on the north side right now. Yeah, roll slow.
Yep.
BTR on our left. Looks like it's unmanned. 3 of them.
Yeah, it's the motor pool there. And friendly's left. Wait, hold.
Alright, we'll be advised, motor pool just to your east. Several vehicles.
Copy. Just keep an eye on your 6. You had a guy walk out of the tree line at you.
Copy. How's that? How's that Overwatch coming?
Working on it. Give me 30 seconds, we'll advise.
Alright, we get it set up.
Which ones do you want me to focus? No,
Put
focus.
how many you got? How many charges you got?
I got 6.
Put put one right on the ground here, and put one right on the ground here.
Copy.
Actually, do it at the back. Pick that back up. Do it at the back of the vehicles.
Blue team, red team, message
I'm
over.
incredibly surprised we actually got to the center of this.
Be advised, red team's going to be relocating. Position does not cover adequate.
Yeah.
Yeah, copy. Go ahead and just regroup with us. We're planning demo and we're going to be moving soon.
Copy. Relevant location?
West. Oh, we are northwest of you.
Copy. Moving now.
So we got a med tent here.
Zed, once you're done, regroup on me to the west.
Solid copy. I'm done.
Contact 262.
Contact 262. Nice.
2 more left of the tent. Left of the tent.
Are set.
I'm not
Do you want
worried
me
about that. I got
to-
long.
Aim left. Left of the tent.
He's coming behind the sandbags, right to left. Mag, in the road in front of you.
In front of us.
These guys ain't the brightest.
More.
Do you want me to go to...
Hey, are we all clear? No, not yet. We're too close.
Got fuel on the fuel truck.
Oh, yeah, blow the fuel truck.
Copy.
Do you blow specifically or all of them?
I meant more. Do you want me to set it to blow? I meant more. Do you want me to set the fuel truck to blow once we leave?
Yeah, go ahead.
Copy.
Blue team, red team's rejoining with you. We're just to your south by about 50.
Copy. Go ahead and sweep through this bunker area to your guys' west.
On the road.
See if there's
On the
anything
road.
worth blowing up.
South.
Tracking.
Right behind. Right behind blue team.
Look left, guys.
Holy shit, you guys just ran in front of the crossfire there. Go ahead, go, bound across the street.
Sweep that shit out.
Because they were not there when I walked over.
They were just fucking charting down the road. That's funny.
Don't try that.
How we doing, Zed?
All explosives
Hey,
set.
I don't know if you can
and
hear me,
we're
but make
good.
sure to check for intel just in case.
Yep, I am.
I totally just tried to armor 3 that.
This one's clear.
Audio left.
Audible.
On the road. He's good. Doing something. Vanishing.
No, he's not. Die.
Stop it.
I wish I could, like, use shift to speed up the verification. Ah, what the fuck? GP25.
Oh, helicopter. Let's go blow that up.
Hey, we got eyes on a hind, or a hip, eyes on a hip down there. Wolf, we're gonna push south. Need you to come power.
Check.
Stay behind them.
On the road or?
No, off-road.
Multiple vehicles shooting at us.
It's a GP25. I don't know where it's at.
Caddy, I got a mortar pit in my paws.
Copy. Zed, go ahead and get a stick planted on that.
Hey, from there then.
Watch this tree line.
Actually, before you plant that, blow everything else up first.
Field over there.
Turn us 90. Yep.
There's something.
Solid.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell it is.
Guys laying in the field past the helicopter.
They're dead.
I wouldn't recommend using it in combat.
I mean, he's actually
Are we out of 249?
No, I only have 50 rounds, and I want to save it for when I'm close, and I don't want to reload right now.
Nah, I apparently lost.
I have plenty of HE.
Break. Demolition at 025055.
What's
I guess. 3,
Yeah, fire.
2,
Fire in the hole.
1, fire in the hole. Fuck, wrong button. Boom.
Plant these up and let's go.
Where's that other fucker? Is rearm.
It's coming from the tree line above the helicopter. Yep. On the inside of town somewhere.
Well, yeah, they're gonna have to deal with that. A single shooter.
Like White House, brown door. Yep. White House, brown door.
Yep, I just saw it. Because that helicopter hasn't blown up yet, it's on fire.
Did we check for intel?
No, I did check that. I didn't find any. I haven't found any intel yet. Let's push through the town. Let's get Wolf to come with us so they're clear of the explosions.
Alright. Your sticks up.
Hey, Wolf, this is Charlie. Be advised, we've got everything wired up here. We're going to push down to the town, adjacent to the hip, if you guys want to come with us so you guys can get clear of the blast radius.
Copy, we'll go back to the road and we'll come down the road.
Copy, out.
Yeah, we're clear.
Hang right and go. You're good.
What was that?
Okay.
Hold up, I'm hurt.
Oh, fuck. Big contact here. Squad, back.
192, between the
I
houses.
know, I saw a gun.
RB, put you on this corner right here with me.
Frag out, south.
I'm getting I'm basically RB.
Yeah, hold this corner.
He's on the other side of the shipping crate.
Alright, let's move.
I ain't gonna lie, that fucking shot hurt. I don't know what the fuck hit me.
So you can roll us.
Again.
You move through the town.
You can roll us. This is something.
Like peel, like
whatever.
peel bound. What now? What'd you say?
You want me to hit the mortars?
Yeah, go ahead and blow the mortars up.
Fuck. Boom.
Roadblock looks like an emplacement. We can hit that. Let's see. Let's cross the
Just
street.
hey,
going that
see
way.
if Wolf will just go blow that fucking emplacement up there, if anything. Or
Blow
right
what
there.
up?
Thank you.
I'm gonna check and see what else is down here at the hip.
I don't think you actually destroy emplacements like you could in Armor 3. Which is that's nice. Just wouldn't go near that hip. Fine. Burn up.
What hip?
Okay, good.
Pretty sure we were supposed to be gone a long time ago.
That's pretty much it.
Wolf, this is Charlie. I'm pretty satisfied with
I found
this.
intel. I found intel.
Could be advised, we found some intel. I'm pretty satisfied with this thing. We can mount back up and get out of here.
Mount up, mount up, mount up.
I could just open the door one time and then everyone piles.
Right, all in. All in, all in.
All in. Go.
That's too hard.
Alright, if you have demo or you haven't blown it, go ahead and blow it.
I did not expect anyone to actually make it in here. I'm surprised.
You didn't expect us to pull this off? The
I
fuck?
didn't expect you to kill like 25 dudes.
Like I told you earlier, that was a warm-up. That was
Baby, you must never been Archer 2.
When you were
Oh, hang on, stop. We gotta blow the shit to the right's not blown up.
PTRs.
Back up.
But I put explosive charges on.
I'll fix that.
Harvey,
Caddy, you don't know, bro. You don't give
I was
us
gonna say,
challenges.
when you guys pushed across into that small tree line and down the right, you guys went in circles.
Hold, you're gonna have to wait till Frank fucking pulls on that gun. I think it's dead.
Did we check this area for intel, by the way?
Fuck your BTRs.
God damn it, Zed.
So when you guys pushed across into that second tree line, you guys were encircled. On the left, you had a PTR. On the right, you had like 6 dudes, and through the middle, you had another 12.
That's it?
Well,
I feel like an entire platoon in this game, okay?
Well, yeah, I was gonna say,
like
you
nothing.
guys got like platoon combined, like the one
Me
time
and one
Johnson isn't
dude.
here, and you guys like fucking shred an entire platoon. You can park at this big tree.
Well, you fucked up and said it's not going to be possible. Yeah, that's when you fucked up. Because that's when people like me and Caddy lock the fuck in.
You can dismount here. No, like I didn't even put in intel originally, but then you guys were like, "Oh, we got to look for intel." So I was like, "Oh fuck!" And I scrambled to put intel down. And you found the one. It was really funny.